Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to a little look-see. This is Space Hulk and we're going to do a little bit of a first impressions video on the single player campaign. We are going to do a bit on the multiplayer, but we're not going to do that just yet because this is single player. We'll do that in another video, so stay tuned. Now, Space Hulk is a Warhammer 40k game. You are the Blood Angels and you basically board Space Hulks, which are essentially ships that have been smashed together in the warp, because for travelling around in space in the 40k universe, because the distances are so large, they have to use the warp, so they kind of transition into the warp and transition out of the warp at their destination. But the warp is a very dangerous place because that's where chaos is and ships get lost in the warp. Well, after so many ships get lost, they somehow get smashed together in the crazy whirlwind of mentalness that is the warp, and they are formed into a Space Hulk. And every now and again the Space Hulks are spitted out of the warp into the real space, which is where this game takes place. So we're going to go and jump in to the Sin of Damnation campaign. I have gone through the tutorial, so I do understand the basics of the game, and we can see what it's all about. So apparently we need to lead our brothers to victory against the monstrous gene stealers aboard the Sin of Damnation Hulk. Indeed. Okay, so suicide mission is destroy the central release mechanism for the ship's lifeboats in a nearby control chamber. Heavy casualties to be expected.
There is a large bank of functioning escape pods in a sector well beyond our established perimeter. The enemy must not escape. Cleanse the control room. No matter the cost, this will be done. Sergeant of the squad, accept your orders. You command one squad. You will deploy your Terminators here. Scanners have detected Xeno's life signs in these areas. Deep scans indicate the target is in this area. Bathe the control room in flame and protect the battle brother who bears the heavy flamer. If he falls, all is lost.
Okay, so we've been given our orders, and this is the map layout. So you can see from the map the way Space Hulk works. I mean, Space Hulk is a board game, and also I believe the game from around about 17 years ago, was it? 1993? This is essentially exactly the same thing, but just with newer graphics, basically. So what you do is you've got your Terminators, which are the little arrows there, and you have to like move through the corridors towards the objective while making sure that you don't get completely destroyed by the Gene Stealers. Hopefully we can do it. But if my experience of the tutorial is anything to go by, it's not exactly very easy, which is good. You know, we like a challenge. Okay, so we can deploy our squad. Now, Sergeant Lorenzo, he's got some sort of power sword, so he's going to go at the front. Well done, Lorenzo. Brother Zale, whatever. Zale, I think it is. He's the heavy flamer guy, so we don't really want him to die. But we don't also want to put him at the back, because if we get attacked, well, that's bad news. What we'll do is we'll put the guys with the bolters there, the heavy flamer in the middle, and the other guys with the storm bolters at the back. So he's kind of protected, and we'll deploy.
Faith and duty.
Okay, a nice little touch which I do like is the little camera over the shoulder. Like when you select a one of the Terminators, you can see what they can see in front, which is pretty nice. Although you'd think, like 40,000 years in the future, they would actually have a high-res, you know, at least a 1080p camera, not some sort of bloody low-res bag of crap, but there you go. So, I think we need to breach the door, so we'll move forward with the Sergeant. Oh, actually, we don't. He just walks through the door, but that's fine. Okay, so we know Gene Stealers will be spawning in this area, so they can come from behind. Our objective is this, which is the control room, I do believe. So we need to get there without being completely massacred. And I think if we take this route and kind of go that way, that's probably the best. So we'll move this as well. It's the action point. So the Sergeant can move again, and he's got one more action point. He can either move or change the direction he's facing, or he can shoot. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll move him forward again. And we'll move these guys up, and we might put them on Overwatch just to make sure. In fact, Overwatch costs 2 AP, so yeah, we should be able to do it. Overwatch is just exactly the same as in XCOM. if you've played the recent XCOM or even the older XCOM guys, where you go into Overwatch mode and if anything enters your line of sight, you will basically attack it during their movement phase, so you don't actually lose AP for it. Although you do have to pay a cost of 2 AP to actually enable it in the first place. So we're going to move and we're going to end our turn. Now this is kind of a bloody annoying thing which does my head in. When you end the turn, it waits for all your Marines to move, which is irritating. You know what? Why not just fast move them? Okay, so we can see where some of the Gene Stealers are now, and we know there's Gene Stealers down there, which is bad news, and there's a Gene Stealer there. So if we move Lorenzo forward, he should open the door and be able to get a visual on them, maybe. Although they are by that door. Moving Lorenzo could be a really bad idea. Because if Lorenzo opens the door with 2 action points and these guys steam up there, they will absolutely massacre Lorenzo. But no, let's do it. I've got faith in Lorenzo. Open the door. Well done, Lorenzo. Go on Overwatch. Good lad. Okay, now what we need to do is get Brother Noctis. He can go there.
Yes, my
The
lord.
guy with the flamer can go there. And we'll just keep moving him out again. But look, I'm going to end my turn. I can't control the camera at this point, and I'm just looking at basically nothing. Kind of a waste of time. Yeah, go on, Lorenzo. Look at him. He's a goddamn machine, Lorenzo is. Lorenzo!
I have movement, brothers.
Uh-oh. So you can see how good Overwatch is. I mean, it's you get a Marine in a good position with Overwatch. Loads of kills. Okay, so we know that there is a Gene Stealer there. We should be able to open this door and probably fire at the Gene Stealer. Maybe we can. I think we can. It will take a pot shot. Well, we can get another few shots off. See,
The machine spirits guide my fire.
they do indeed. The animations are a little bit cheap. But is that really a problem? I don't know. We'll move this guy forward anyway. A couple of Gene Stealers. I think he's out of range, which is okay. Really, we should have put Lorenzo at the front, but yeah, whatever. Lorenzo's now kind of behind. But so long as the Flamer doesn't die, we should be okay. So we'll move everybody forward again. And end the turn. Ooh, it looks like we've got some more Gene Stealers coming from behind. What the hell was that noise? We should be okay though. I mean, we could put a few on Overwatch behind. Or maybe even just leave one of the Marines behind on Overwatch, permanently killing everyone. So, there's quite a few there, but I think we can probably get away with moving Noctis forward too. Yeah, we should be okay. He seems intent on absolutely plastering him with fire anyway. What the hell?
Cleanse the monstrosity.
Awesome. So Lorenzo can go forward as well too, and then he can fire. Lorenzo should be able to finish that off, so that should be okay. This guy, we will turn him to face the Gene Stealers down there, and we'll put him on Overwatch.
Watching for enemy contact.
And what we'll do is we'll put this guy behind him, and we should have 2 action points left after we turn. Yep, it's looking like we've got 2 left. And we'll go on Overwatch again. So I think that will probably take care of those 2 guys as soon as their movement phase starts. Lorenzo doesn't have... Oh, he can't fire, of course. Lorenzo can't fire through his own man. And I've just set that up there, so that's not too clever. Although I think the guy at the front will probably do all the damage, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, okay. This could go bad. We could lose this Marine, because essentially, if one of your Terminators gets attacked, they basically die. They can't take anymore really than. I guess we'll just put him on guard. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh dear, this is not good. Oh dear! Avenge me, my brothers. I'm just gonna go to work on Lorenzo. I don't believe it. Lorenzo's dead. We're lucky. Oh, here comes Overwatch. So you can see how unforgiving the game is. Ah, his bolt jammed. No! Yes! Yes! Oh crap. So that went kind of okay, but also pretty bad. But you can see how, like I was trying to say before, it's really unforgiving. One little mistake and you're going to lose. I mean, Lorenzo's dead. The guy with the heavy flamer, well, I think he'll be able to get a round of attack. I mean, he kills us with one hit, so. Burn him out, baby! And you can also see how it's got a special kind of AoE attack. But we really need to be moving. I think this guy's weapon is jammed, which is not good. What we'll do, though, we'll move him out of the way. We'll put this guy back on Overwatch. So he's got the back covered, and we're going to really need to do our best to keep the heavy flamer alive. Oh, shit! Yeah, yeah! No weapon jams, please. I mean, so far, this basically is like a classic Space Hulk experience, really. I mean, it's kind of what I expected. But on the other hand, because there was no advanced review copies given out for the game, I sort of was expecting the worst. I thought it was going to be horrendously buggy and unplayable. But so far, it seems pretty fine to me. However, my tactics seem absolutely terrible, and we're probably going to get absolutely killed, which is not what I want. I don't think that Gene Stealer can meet us first, although this guy probably can. Maybe we should back up and rearrange our... You know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go forward. I think if we put him on defense... No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, no, we do. We'll just go on defense. This guy can go on defense as well. And I think we still got more to deal with. Yeah, so he goes on Overwatch. Okay. We'll see if we can blast through some of these turns. Oh, shit. I think we've just lost. Oh, no, maybe we haven't.
My weapon is jammed.
Uh-oh.
Obstruction removed. Full malfunction. The machine spirits have answered my prayer. Weapon jammed. Weapon operational. Weapon jammed.
Oh, that's okay. There's no more Gene Stealers. You can have a weapon jam. That was really lucky. You know what? The game seems to be really dropping in FPS the longer I'm playing, which is really weird. So talking about the bug situation, this, I guess it's kind of rearing its ugly head. So I'm only getting about 25 frames a second, which is horrendously bad because it was over, like, it was almost 200, which is, what the hell is going on? Some sort of memory leak maybe or something? Who knows? So we've got the heavy flamer. We can flame those guys. We're going to have to do it anyway. But then we've got a really bad problem because we're going to die. But we'll try. Oh dear. Go on defense. Oh no, he needs to unjam. For God's sake, unjam. There you go. So that's what the lightning bolt is, the jam. I got confused, oh dear. Okay, so this isn't going to go too well.
Weapons ready. No mercy.
See, the idea is to keep your group of Marines kind of together as you're moving through the... I mean, you can leave people on defensive duty. I mean, they'll most likely die, but at least they'll kind of stem the flow for a bit. But yeah, like I said, it's not easy, and that's not a good... That's a good thing as well. You don't want it too easy, because that wouldn't be a true Space Hulk experience, ladies and gentlemen. So... Well, I think, like... I mean, we can attack again. We're only going to get the 1 kill, but I guess that's better than none. It's a shame they didn't actually move up. Oh no, I might actually get the 2 kills there. Straight blast of the flamer, yeah. I mean, maybe my plan of actually putting the flamer in the middle wasn't the best plan anyway, because they can't fire through each other, so... At least I don't think they can. I don't think they can.
Scanning for enemy movement. Securing position.
Oh Christ, this is going to be bad. Oh, actually, they can't get through the flame, can they? Ah, so it's not that bad. Ah, yes. I was wondering what was stopping them. Yes. You know what? I think it's the flames. Something is going on with the flames that's causing massive FPS drop. Which is kind of weird because that shouldn't really be causing FPS drop. Look at that. That is so bad. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we might be able to get the flame around the corner. We'll kill 1. Is that saying he's going to fire the flame at that distance? Good lord. Good lord. Ah, so the flame is quite solid then.
The Emperor is my shield.
The problem is he's going to get killed this time, because what I should have done is he's dropped it there and kept dropping it there, but I think we're basically trapped. We can't really get through. So this isn't a good situation to be in. So actually... We'll put him back on Overwatch in case any spawn. But definitely this FPS drop is absolutely horrendous. It needs to be fixed really quick. I mean, it's making it unplayable. The game's like 18 FPS for me. You guys will see it on the video as well. I think our heavy flame is about to die.
The machine spirits guide my fire.
Yeah, he's dead this time. Oh dear.
A righteous field.
Well, actually, he seems to be doing quite well. Oh. So that's it. Mission failed. Oh dear. It's kind of annoying that you can't interact with the camera when your turn's over, because it would be nice to zoom in and out and you can't, and that's like pretty bad. So we lost the mission, which was, well, to be expected. And it's we can't continue. We can only replay the mission or go back to the menu. But what I'm going to do is go back to the menu, because I think that gives you an idea of what the game's about. And we found out it's got a bit of a horrendous performance issue when the flames are used, which is crippling to the point of making the game unplayable. But apart from that, it does look like a proper Space Hulk experience, and it does look like a fairly decent game. But what I want to show you is the... something or other, which I cannot seem to find. Yeah, this is it. So this is the banner configuration in the shop. Banner configuration is your, obviously, your Blood Angels banner, and you can kind of change it. You can see I've got a couple of things I can add to it, so... Oh, I should be able to add to it, but it doesn't seem to be working. Ah. Oh, there we go. Let's have some fancy... I think that's the wing and the blood drops. Is it the angel wings and the blood drop? Oh, I don't know. It's so small I can't tell. So let's have a square, because that looks great, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you get more of this and whatever, and I guess that's kind of like, you know... Oh, I've got an achievement. Would you have funk it? Good lord. I don't know what shop does. I'm tempted to click on that. It might open a browser, though. So let's do it. Yeah. So this is... well, there's apparently some skin DLC we can get, which is fine. Hopefully you guys can see this. Sometimes the Steam overlay doesn't get actually get recorded, but yeah, just take it from me. There was only one bit of DLC, and it's just a bit of skin, which is that sounds wrong actually. A bit of skin. It's just a DLC skin, which is yeah. And there's the manual as well, which obviously tells you about the game, the different types of units and stuff. So I think at the end of the day, this is a fairly decent, like I said, Space Hulk experience, but it needs the performance issues sorting out, and also it's quite expensive. I think it's $22.99 in the UK, so 22 English pounds. That is pretty expensive, really, for what you're getting. I would have liked it at around £15, maybe even £10, because at the end of the day, there isn't really that much content. You know, the maps are kind of simple and easy to make, I would imagine. But yeah, it looks fine to me. It definitely looks better than I thought it would look. And I'd stay tuned, guys, for some multiplayer content, which may go out the same day as this video, or it may go out in a few days' time. Depends when we can get it done. So I've been Stylosa, guys, and this has been a little look-see at Space Hulk, and it doesn't look too bad. If you like the video, then like the video. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.